Okay, we're on to the second page of the final. Hoo hoo hoo. Excuse me. Mercy. So, absolute value, ands and ors, inequalities. Remember, an or says wherever there's shading, bring it on down. Put it on the final graph. Because or means if it causes the first one to be true, it is part of your answer. If it causes the second to be, it's part of your answer. If it causes one to be true, you need it as the answer. So here I would divide this by 3 to get x by itself. So x is greater than 3. Take the opposite of both sides, or divide both sides by -1. But remember, whenever you divide by negative, you gotta switch the inequality. So my answer is less than -3. Whee! Or greater than 3. Whee! So this one, distribute the 5. Distribute the 3. So I would subtract 3x to get x's to one side. I would add 10 to get the numbers to the other. Divide by 2. Here, multiply both sides by the reciprocal, so x is greater than 20. So I want the numbers greater than 11. So here's greater than 11, whee! Or greater than 20, that'd be here, it's already there. Now remember, and says it's true for both inequalities. It has to cause every inequality to be true to be part of the answer set. Now whenever it's combined like this, it has to be an and. Or is never combined like this. So first I get rid of the -6, so I'm going to add 6 to everything. Woohoo! Then I'm going to divide everything by 2. So this says I want all the numbers between or bigger than 13 and at the same time less than 18. So it's between the two numbers. So this one, multiply both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So it has to be true for both. So here's greater than 3. Here's greater than 12. What is true for both? Anything in here. So it'd be any number bigger than 12. Remember, and if it's the same direction, it's the shorter one. Now, absolute value. First, I want to get rid of the absolute value. Using the definition of absolute value, I'm going to break this up into 2 parts. 2x minus 4 is greater than 6. Greater is or. The opposite. So add 4, divide by dose. Subtract 4, divide by negative dose. Switch the inequality. So here's greater than 5. Whee! Here's less than -1. Whee! So why don't you try this one on your own? Freeze the video here, do this, and then I'll do it when you turn the video back on. Well, that didn't take that long, did it? Just write it without the absolute value. And then less than is and. Then take the opposite. Now I'm going to skip a step here and just take the opposite. So here, subtract 6. Take the opposite. This one, add 6. So it's everything between -3 and 15. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Now, we have functions. There's only 2 questions on functions on the test, only 1 point each. So don't stress out. Don't stress out. So this says find the function called f. Well, let's see. That's g. There's f. Put in -3 wherever you see the x on the right side of the function name. So it'd be 2, -3, minus 6. -6 minus 6 is -12. So right now, find g of 6 for me. Go ahead. Right. So it'd be g of 6 would be 6 squared minus 2 times 6. 6 squared is 36 minus 12. So that would be 24. Then we have a section that just says factor, but it really focuses on the non-trinomials. So there, 2 terms. It's either difference of squares or cubes, or sum of cubes. Well, it's not a cube. 4 is not a cube. So I'm going to look for my squares. Oh my goodness. Yes, if you want to do it that way, you don't have to. But x squared plus 9, x squared minus 9. Can I factor again? Yes, this is a difference of squares. This is not. Can't do anything to it. So it'd be x plus 3, x minus 3. Do you know we're almost done with the second page? Holy moly. Here, factor out the GCF. The GCF is 2x. So it'd be x cubed plus 8. Oh no, it's cubes. If there was only a way to memorize. Oh, there is. First, write it without the cubes. Then, square the first term, opposite sign. Product of the 2, add the square. Hey, we are cranking. Now, 4-term polynomial, it's either a 3 by 1 or a 2 by 2. So I'm going to try a 2 by 2 because I don't see any minus squares. Factor out a 5. And I do have a common term, so I can factor that out. And I know this is going to be cutting the problems in the middle here, but I'm going to stop the video here and pick it up, finish the last 2 in the next video. Here we go.